Hello, are we live? Hi, everybody. Good evening. How are you all? Welcome. Let me just check that I am live everywhere. So I'm here on Instagram. Hi, Charlotte. You okay? I'm over here on Facebook and YouTube. Hopefully. Yes, we're live. Brilliant. So if you are watching over on Facebook and YouTube, make sure that you accept using StreamYard. Hi. And Instagram's a bit more straightforward. You just type in the comments. There might be a little bit of a delay with me over on Facebook and YouTube. So don't worry about that. Okay, this is very exciting. So let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're joining in. Say hello, give me a wave. Hi, Christine. How are you doing? You okay? Yeah, let's get stuck in. I'm really excited. So today is day one of our Ayurvedic Spring Clean Challenge. So we have got 4 days. We're here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I'm going to be taking you through lots of different techniques and tips and things that will really help you to up level your health. So let me know that you can hear me okay, wherever you're watching from. Hi, Bernie. How are you? Oh, so nice to see you. Yes, let me know that the signal's all right and that you can hear me okay, wherever you are watching from. I think everything's all right. Super. And if you're over on Facebook, please make sure, and Instagram, give me some likes, some hearts, some emojis, whatever you've got, because Facebook in particular has got, oh, fantastic. Facebook in particular has got some weird algorithms, so I might not show up straight away. So if you're watching on Facebook, especially, just give me some likes, give me some hearts. Same on Instagram. YouTube's a little bit different, but you can like on YouTube as well. And hopefully then that'll see more people will be able to see that we're here and that we're getting stuck in. Wonderful. And also it means that it's visible for those people who are not able to watch live for whatever reason. It just makes it a bit more visible for everybody so we can all join in. So I'm really excited for this. I'm trying to remain, nice and calm, nice and chill. But I am really, hi, Alison. But I am really excited for this because I love running these challenges. It's a way of connecting to hundreds of different people. It's a way that I can help more people all at once, which is magical. And it's a real privilege. So I am eternally and super grateful that you're all here, that you're all taking your time to be here and learn about this. I do give my all to these challenges. There's lots of work going on in the background that people don't always see, because I want this to be something that helps you to make a big change for yourself. I want you to get to the end of the week and think, yes, I know what I'm doing moving forward. I can feel a big difference in my energy. I can feel a big difference in my mood. So this is really important. And the best way that you can get the most out of it is to tune in. So those of you who are already here, thumbs up, brilliant. Tune in and actually put into place what we are doing, actually put into practice the things that I'll be talking about, because I promise you, if you do that, you will notice a huge difference. And online communities like this have shown to be a perfect way for people to get motivated, for people to feel supported and inspired. So please do share your experiences. If you're on Instagram, tag me in your posts. Feel free to comment on here. Facebook, post in the group, Instagram, comment on this video, share, because the more that we share with each other, the more we can all lift one another up, the more that we can all feel motivated and inspired. And share any recipes that you try. So those of you who hopefully you've all registered, if you haven't, I will pop the link in the comments for you to register so that you can get the download guide, which has got all the recipes in for this week, so that you can get stuck in and start feeling better. So share when you tried those recipes, share how you've got on with it. Hi, Barclay, you okay? So share how you get on, share how you feel. And if you're over on Instagram as well, make sure that you do tag me and the hashtag Ayurveda Spring Clean, because I'm going to touch on this in a minute, but there are some prizes that I'm going to be giving away. So do make sure that you use the hashtag, especially in Instagram and on Facebook, because I'll be able to just see you so much easier, and I'll know who is taking part and who really wants to win these prizes. So I'm aiming to keep these sessions to about 30 minutes long. Here's hoping. And give you as much information and content as possible. So why are we doing this? Why are we doing this challenge? Why are you here? Why is this so important? Well, life is so manic. Life is so busy these days. Hi, Lindsay. Hello. You okay? And we all have lots of different things going on. But I'll go into that in a little bit more detail. Before I talk about that in more detail, let me tell you about the prizes that I have got for you to win. Let me take a sip of my tea, which is actually one of our first prizes. So have you all heard of Tea Pigs? Really beautiful company that sell gorgeous different herbal teas. One of their teas is peppermint and licorice. If you've never tried it, try it. It is one of the most energizing, cleansing, rejuvenating, non-caffeinated drinks. And it is my go-to when I feel that I need a pick-me-up. It's also great for those of you who have got a really sweet tooth. For those of you who struggle to give up sugar, I was chatting with someone yesterday, and we were talking about this, and she was saying, I really want to feel better, but I just can't give up cake. I crave cake. And there are different ways that we can get over this. And these tea bags that I'm going to be giving away is one of my prizes. Tea Pigs Peppermint and Licorice Tea. Beautiful. And I am going to be giving that away to the person who shares the most. So the person who shares these posts, so sharing over on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, share that you're taking part in this challenge. Share your feedback. Share how you're getting on. Share. And make sure that you do tag me. And the person who I feel has shared the most over this week will be getting a pack of the Tea Pigs delicious peppermint and licorice tea. Absolutely to die for. So I've got another prize, a second prize, and this is free membership for 2 months on my Yoga Time online membership. And this is a bit like Netflix for Ayurveda and yoga. There are loads of different classes on there, lots of different yoga classes. There are some Ayurvedic talks as well. And what makes Yoga Time Online different is that every single class has got an Ayurvedic sort of description. So if you know that you want to increase your energy, if you know that you want to feel less sluggish, then it's easy for you to click on that particular dosha. So if you want to increase your Vata energy or your Pitta energy, don't worry if that is completely foreign and you have no idea what I'm talking about. I'll be talking about that much more in this challenge. But on the Yoga Time Online, it's really easy for you to tap into what it is that you need. It's a beautiful platform, no adverts, totally safe, and you can tap into it 24/7 whenever you want. So I'm giving away a place on that for two months, and that is for the person who shows the most support, the person who connects with others who are doing this challenge, who supports other people doing this challenge, who shows the most kindness. So maybe it is that you get other people involved, that you get your friends, your family members involved in this challenge. Really showing that support and that kindness for others. Hi, Chrissy. So if you are showing the most kindness, the most support, the most motivation with everybody else taking part in this challenge, then you can be in to win the prize of 2 months on my Yoga Time Online membership. And then the last one I'm giving away, the last prize, is a 30-minute free one-to-one session with me, where we will look at what's going on in your life, what it is that you want to change, what you're doing at the moment, and tailor it to you in this beautiful person-centered science that we know as Ayurveda. And this is for the person who really commits, who really engages, who shows up every day, who comments every day, who likes on all the platforms that we're live on, you know, the person that really shows up and gives their all. That person I know will be committed and ready to move forward. So that person will get the free one-to-one with me. And those prizes will be drawn at the end of the week. So you have to be in it to win it. Okay. But you know, Ayurveda is, you know, it's a 5,000-year-old science, and it's a gorgeous ancient practice where really spirituality meets science and the two amalgamate. And it's this beautiful friendship between, you know, the science and the spirituality and that person-centered approach. And you know, it's a real opportunity for us to transform our health. It's a way to feel empowered to really step into who you are and what you want. And I can say, you know, firsthand, it's changed my health, and I've worked with hundreds of people over the last few years, from people who have struggled to sleep, to people with anxiety, to people with chronic pain, or those who want to lose weight, thyroid issues, low mood, lots of different kinds of people. And this has helped so many different people. And Ayurveda has been helping people for 5,000 years. You know, it is not a fad. It is not something that's going to come in and out of fashion. You know that it works because it's been working for 5,000 years. So it is something, it is a true gift. It really is. And hand on heart, you know, it's really made such a difference to my life. And I couldn't imagine my life without it now. And it's undergone lots of different clinical trials that support how important Ayurveda is and how much it makes a difference to people's lives. So this really is a beautiful opportunity for us to transform our physical, our mental and emotional health, to feel empowered. And that's what this spring clean is all about. That's what this challenge is all about, so that I can share the sacred secrets of, not all of them because I haven't got the, you know, lots of time to do that, but I am going to be sharing the sacred secrets that I feel have made the most difference to my life, that are really easy to implement and will give you the biggest impact and reward as well. And you know, if we dig deep into what we want, if we dig deep into what it is that we all really want, we want a long, healthy, happy life. We want to feel strong. We want to feel robust. We want to feel energized. We want to feel happy. We want to feel centered and balanced and rooted and grounded. We want to have a joyful heart and mind and a strong, healthy body. And when you get down to the roots of that, that's what every person wants. Yes, different people want other things as well. So, some people might want the big house, the fancy car, the freedom in their work. But at the end of the day, our health is paramount. If we don't have our health, then we suffer in so many other ways as well. So I want you to feel full of vitality, full of energy, and a lot of us want to feel, the way we did 10 years ago, the way we did 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when we took our energy for granted, when we took the way that we felt for granted. It wasn't such a struggle to feel full of vitality. And a lot of us kind of like want to feel that sense of vivaciousness again. And, imagine waking up each day with a body that's strong, with a body that is healthy, alert, and also calm and contented and joyful. It's what we all want. And the last 2 years, we've all been really affected by the pandemic. We've all been really taken aback by what's happened. And a lot of people really honed in on their health, really started to focus on what was going on in their bodies, in their minds, and in their spirit. But the truth is, we have been in this center of ill health for a long time. We live in a world that is manic. We live in a world that is overachieving, where people are pulling themselves from, all different directions. There's low energy food. The soil, that a lot of our food is grown from is not as nutritious as it used to be. So we're constantly contending against this. And, we're surrounded by technology as well now, lots of blue light and things. All these things go against that natural energy that we all naturally feel. And lots of different symptoms are around more as well, more aches and pains. When we look at things like this, we don't want to just look at the symptoms. So when we don't feel well, instead of just thinking, oh, I've got a headache, or I've got a tummy ache, or I've got a painful knee, or whatever, instead of thinking, right, what can I take for the symptoms? We want to get into, why are we feeling that way? Why are we feeling down? What is it that's going on? Is it something that we can change? Is it something that we need more help on? Where is it coming from? And everything that I'm going to teach you this week it can be used in conjunction with Western medicine. I'm not here to tell you to stop going to the doctor. That's not what I'm about. That's not my approach. Everything here is to complement other medicine. Ayurveda is incredibly important and can be used as a preventative. So hopefully it will mean that you go to the doctor less. Hopefully it will mean that there's less stress on the NHS. If we can take control of our own health, if we can start to do the work at home to really help ourselves, then that should hopefully relieve the NHS a little bit more, so that when we really do need it for other things that come in, it's available. So Ayurveda is, it's, and other medicines don't always have the resources or the time to treat, issues that we can deal with our rhythms, which I'm going to talk about today, with our sacred cycles, with food, with exercise, good sleep. A lot of these things we can tackle ourselves. And I talk a lot about this in my Ayurvedic workshops, my Discover Ayurveda workshops, and my one-to-one programs. We really go deep into how we can tackle these things ourselves, how we can really tap into empowering ourselves so that we can think, right, I'm feeling this way, I'm not feeling great, I'm feeling tired, I've got low mood, I've got a tummy ache, I've got a headache. I know what I can do naturally to tackle this and stop this from becoming something more serious. And, I do want to make sure that you feel empowered and that you have the answers for these things, because there's not going to be a vaccine for headaches. There's not going to be a vaccine for low mood. There's not something for that, but we can use Ayurveda. We can use Ayurveda to help ourselves tackle these different issues that we have. And I'm going to just give you some statistics. So without being too morbid, in every 100 people, 93 people, so 93% will either die from cancer, heart disease, or Alzheimer's. And that is a known statistic. So what does that mean for us? Well, that can be a little bit of a scary statistic, and that can be quite frightening. But I think that that can also be quite empowering, because these are things we can choose to create our own reality. We can choose, I don't want to be part of that statistic. I am not going to be part of that statistic. I'm going to change my lifestyle. And a lot of those things can be changed with lifestyle. So heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, a lot of those can be prevented with good lifestyle. Now, there's no judgment here. You know, I love a glass of Prosecco just like the next girl. You know, we all enjoy these different things in our lives. But if we can find that balance, which is what Ayurveda brings us, then we can get closer to that true vitality and that true health. And the truth is that Ayurveda is self-care. It is the ultimate self-care. So if we live an Ayurvedic lifestyle, if we implement more Ayurvedic principles into our life, then we are creating more self-care, which is helping to prevent these issues, these diseases that the majority of people suffer from. And 80% of diseases and illnesses are down to lifestyle. So we can change it. It is possible. It is possible to make a change to the way that you feel and create that balance. And if we choose a healthy lifestyle, if we modify what we eat, if we exercise more, we use herbal medicine properly, then we can reduce our illnesses by 80%. So that is what I want to share with you. And can you imagine if there was a pill where, you know, if you take this pill, I can guarantee that you will dramatically reduce your chance of being in that 93% of people that will die from Alzheimer's, heart disease, and cancer. Can you imagine if that existed? It would be the biggest world seller throughout history, and it would just fly off the shelves. But the truth is, we have that. We have that facility in Ayurveda. We just need to take the reins to do it. We just need to take the reins ourselves and empower ourselves to start to live a healthier lifestyle. So the aim of this week is to teach you these sacred secrets, these secrets that will help you to feel empowered, that will make a huge change to your life. They're easy to implement, and you will notice that the physiology of your body, your mind, your emotions, everything changes when you start to create a healthier lifestyle for yourself. When you start to implement Ayurvedic principles, your body will feel stronger. It will feel more robust. You will have more vitality. Your skin will glow. Your digestion will be better. You'll find that you're much more likely to get to the optimum body size that you want. You're much more likely to feel more energized when you wake up in the morning. You know, Ayurveda can do all those things for you. We just have to start making changes. So make sure you've all registered. Hopefully you have all registered for this challenge, because when you register, you get the download guide, which has got the recipes in and lots of different information as well. And these recipes are recipes that I use at home, the recipes that I use with my family. So make sure that you use them, make sure that you implement them. feed them to your children as well. Give them the gift of Ayurveda from a young age so that it's not something that is difficult for them as they grow older. So I'm going to talk to you about our first sacred secret. So our first sacred secret is sacred cycles. And this is all about the natural cycles of the world, the natural cycles within us and the natural cycles with around us, and the importance of aligning our bodies to nature. So Ayurveda has a really strong natural approach. It is all about tuning in to your natural self and to the natural world around you. Everything in Ayurveda is from nature. Everything that we use is from nature. Everything that you tap into is either within you already or around you naturally. So we want to align ourselves with the natural world, and more we have been separated from nature. But I see happily that more and more people are starting to come back in, that more and more people are starting to connect back to nature again and understanding how important it is. Because when I see people who come to my workshops, one of the first things that I say in my workshops is, why are you here? What do you want to achieve? And what is it that you're doing so far? Hi, how are you? You okay? All right, Linda. And that's something that I see all the time, that they have become disconnected from their natural circadian rhythm, that they've become disconnected from nature's rhythm. And I see this all the time in my workshops and in my one-to-ones. And it's one of the first things that we discuss. It's one of the very first things that we look at when we're doing the workshops. And when I'm working one-on-one with somebody, the first thing that I do is get them to talk me through their daily routine, because it is so important. In Ayurveda, it's called dinacharya, and dina means day and charya means ritual or routine. And so this is your daily routine. This is what you do on a daily basis. And it doesn't need to be something really bonkers. It doesn't have to be, going out for an hour-long run before you get to work. It's really simple, small things that can make huge impact. So we all have these different genes within us that work with different times of the day. So we have genes that are triggered in the morning, and we have genes that are triggered in the afternoon and in the evening. And these genes all do different things. And if we don't work with nature, if we don't work with the nature of our body, then we're not going to tap into what is right and what feels right and what's going to give us that natural energy. So when we wake up, when we go to sleep, and when we eat are some of the most important things in our day. And tuning this into nature is one of the most important things that we can do. So we all naturally have cortisol in our bodies. And cortisol is known as contributing to stress. And if there's too much of it in the body, then it can really hurt the organs. It can really damage our bodies. But cortisol is also really important for lots of different things. And our body naturally has an increase of cortisol in the morning. And this is between 5 and 7 a.m. in the morning. Now, when we look at Ayurveda, we have these different doshas. So we work with the elements. We have air and ether, which form the Vata dosha. We have fire and water, which form the Pitta dosha. And we have earth and water, which form the Kapha dosha. And all these doshas grouped together create different things for us. So Kapha is the foundation. This is the part of us that feels grounded, that feels stable, that learns, that grows. Kapha is important for those things. Pitta is the fire energy. It's our digestive energy. It's our agni. It's our fire. It's all those gorgeous juices in the stomach that help to digest down our food. And Vata is movement. So air and ether is all about movement. And cortisol is a Vata element. It's a Vata dosha energy. So this is between 5 and 7 is Vata time. So naturally everything is waking up. Naturally everything around us is moving. And if we're not waking up with that, we're going against what nature has intended. So the best thing that we can do, especially if you know right now that you're feeling tired, you're feeling sluggish, you're fed up of waking up in the morning feeling really naff, reaching for the coffee pot, reaching for a big, can of Coke or something like that. If you feel that you are dependent on caffeine, I cannot stress how important it is to wake up before 7. Try it. If you're someone who loves to snooze, this is my first challenge for you this week, to wake up before 7. So ideally to wake up between 6 and 6:30, because you will be naturally working with the cortisol in your body. You'll be hi Emmy. You'll be naturally working with nature. Everything wakes up, and when you wake up at this time of the day, oh, thank you for the love hearts. When you wake up at this time of the day, between 6 and 6:30, you are surrounding yourself in nature. You are surrounding yourself in the natural rhythms around you. You're tapping into that natural movement energy, the cortisol. I've just lost. Oh, there we go. I'm back on Instagram. You're tapping into that natural energy, that natural cortisol. Let me see if I can. Oops. There we go. I'm back. Yes, you're tapping into that natural cortisol, that natural energy, which is going to work with you. So Ayurveda wants you to work with your body. It wants you to work with nature. That's what's really important. So try that. We want to wake up with Vata time. So especially if you get tired or sluggish or irritable, if you're not a morning person, push yourself to get up between 6 and 6:30. The ideal time to go to bed is before 10 p.m. So a lot of people I know, especially, and I'm guilty of it, I am a night owl. If I'm left to my own devices, if I'm not strict with myself, I can go and go and go. And this is something that we talk about on my workshops. And so many people, when I talk about this, have gone, oh, that makes so much sense. Oh my word, I can't believe that I've been fighting against nature. And after 10, we move into Pitta time, which is the fire energy. It's when we if you've ever heard of getting a second wind, if you're awake after 10 p.m, you have clipped into Pitta time, which is all about that fire, that energy, that ambition, if you like, that drive. So if we stay up past then, it's really hard for us to get to sleep. It's really hard for us to have a good, nutritious sleep. And if you're going to bed about 10 o'clock, waking up at 6, you're going to get those 8 hours, those magical 8 hours that we all know about. But sleep is one of the most important things that you can do for your body. And so many people that I work with on a one-to-one basis say that they want to tackle their sleep. They are struggling to sleep. And when I talk to them a lot of the time about what their routine is, they're really out of whack with what is the natural circadian rhythm of their body. And as soon as they just start to shift, they notice a massive difference. Now, eating is also important, and eating at the right times of the day. So we have 3 times of the day where our Agni, our digestive fire, is at its highest. Okay, this is between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m, and 6 p.m. and 7:30. So these are the ideal times to eat your meals. Now, Pitta energy is the fire. That's your Agni. That's your internal fire. And your digestive fire is what digests your food. It absorbs those nutrients, and it's what turns those nutrients into energy, vitality, glowing skin, healthy joints, healthy mood, boosts your serotonin levels and your dopamine, those happy hormones that we want all the time. eating at the right times of the day can greatly improve your mood. If you are bloated, if you are a really slim person, but you've got a pot belly and you just can't understand why, have a look at what times of the day you're eating. If you're struggling to lose weight, have a look at what time you're waking up, going to sleep, and when you're eating. Because I guarantee if you make a change with these things, you'll notice a difference with the way that your body starts to burn through those different foods that you put in your body. You'll notice a difference with the way that you feel. So you're great at getting up, but you're naughty with late nights, Lindsay. Yeah, me too. If I don't make an effort to go to bed before around, well, I don't always go to bed before 10, but around 10, then that's it. I'm up and I'm up for the night. And especially if I'm working on things like this, then I can just go and go and go. And then I just feel absolutely dreadful the day after. But Pitta time is, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. And you'll know in a lot of other countries, especially Mediterranean countries, they have their biggest meal at lunchtime. And a lot of these countries are the places where they naturally seem to have more energy. They seem to be more vivacious. And we want to eat our biggest meal between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. So you want a light breakfast, something that is easy to digest, because our digestive fire hasn't yet woken up properly. There are different ways that you can help with this, and I do go into more detail on my workshops and my one-to-ones. There's a ginger pickle that you can eat, which really helps with that. And there are different ways that you can move your body, and I've got some digestive specific classes on Yoga Time Online. So those of you, I know I've got some members who have tuned in with me here. So get yourself onto Yoga Time Online, especially if you do have your digestive issues. But that's there for you. So it's really important to eat at those specific times of the day. So breakfast between 7 and 8, lunch between 11 and 12, and 11 and 2, and evening meal between 6 and 7:30. And then you've digested your food, ready to have a good night's sleep. So many people will have a really big meal. I mean, I love going out for meals. It's something that me and my husband love to do. We love treating ourselves to really extravagant meals sometimes. That's how we like to treat ourselves. And we will eat these, these 9-course meals, but they're only small. They're not, ginormous fish and chips per meal. But after we've done that, if it's a late night, I really struggle to sleep. Whereas if I work with the Ayurveda principles and I am in tune with the circadian rhythms, and I'm in tune with what I'm doing with my body, everything's just so much easier. I just find life so much easier. I've got more patience, which if you're a parent, you'll know how important that is. I've got more patience. I've got more energy. Again, if you're a parent, you'll know how important that is. And if you're a grandparent too, we're very lucky in that my girls have got 5 grandparents between them. And they're all so great with them. But they will say, especially my parents will say, I don't have the same energy that I did when I was younger, but I love and I want to play with the kids and I love being with them. So we all know how important it is to feel full of energy. We all know how important it is to have that energy to make things feel effortless. And I guarantee if you follow this, just this small tweak, then you will notice a massive difference. We go into more detail about dinacharya and different routines that you can implement into your life on a daily basis in my workshops and one-to-one. So, you've got tongue scraping, you've got eye washing, you've got your neti pot to clear the sinuses, water and lime or lemon. There's loads of different things that you can do to really build on this. But today, I really just want you to focus, unless you already do all those other things, unless you've already worked with me before and you already have those things in place. Today, I want you to really work on eating before, well, it's late now, but, going to bed before 10 or around 10, set your alarm to wake up between 6 and 6:30. Might not be all that pleasant tomorrow. Get up, make yourself a cup of tea, and then go back to bed. Or set your alarm, get up, do some stretches in bed. Oh, I love to do that. I love to, do some yoga lying down in bed just to wake up my back and my spine. It's so glorious to do, and it's beautiful, when you, especially now with the light mornings. So I'm not saying that you have to get up at 6, go for a run at 6:30. Get up, have a cup of tea, get back in bed, maybe do some stretches if you're not feeling aligned with it. If it, maybe you need a bit more time to do it. And then eat at those different times of the day. Oh, well done, Lindsay. You got up at 6 and did some bed yoga. High five. Gold star. Well done. Fabulous. So yes, that is your challenge for tonight. Okay, get to bed before 10 if you can. Set your alarm for the morning. Have your breakfast between 7 and 8. Your lunch between 11 and 2. Your evening meal between 6 and 7:30. And then do the same again and see how that makes you feel. Let me know. Stay in contact with me. Share your experience. Comment in the group. Comment on my YouTube and Instagram. Share your experience. Remember to tag me on Instagram, Jen Harmony Yoga. Use the hashtag Ayurveda Spring Clean. Facebook group, make sure that you tag me as well. Instagram, YouTube, comment in the comments on this video, and keep me in tune with what you're doing. And remember those prizes. So we've got the tea pigs, peppermint and licorice for the person who shares the most. So share. And it could be the same person that wins all three, The second prize is 2 months on Yoga Time Online, free membership, the Netflix equivalent of Ayurveda and yoga. Oh yeah, try it, Alison. Let me know how you get on. And that prize will go to the person who shows the most kindness. So posts in the group or posts on Instagram, tags and shares with everybody and is kind with their support. So the person who gives the most likes and hearts and things, but who is the most kind, the most supportive. And then I've got my 30-minute one-to-one free session with me, which is the third prize for the person who is the most engaged, for the person who really gets stuck in this week, gets stuck in with every day's challenge, and feeds back with how they're doing. Okay, so let me know how you get on. Tomorrow, we will be here live at 7:30. We're here live 7:30 every day, apart from Friday. Friday is going to be 12 p.m. in the afternoon. Those of you who have already signed up and you've got your workbook, it will say 7:30 in there, but the time for Friday has changed. It's actually 12 p.m. Okay, but Wednesday, Thursday will be 7:30 p.m. Okay, and tomorrow we're talking about powerful plants, and I'm going to be talking to you about different herbs, how you can use herbs safely, the herbs that I use that make a big impact on my life that I couldn't live without, how to use them safely, and why you want them in your life. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow for that. Have a lovely evening and see you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Oh, how do I get off? Oh, there we go. Bye.